Hello everybody, Yom Tov. It's Monday, it's kind of sunny, kind of cloudy, well, I've got the washing on the line, so let's just see if it blows kind of day. You know those kinds of days? Yeah, thought you did. Again, huge apologies for no true crime last week and no ghost stuff or paranormal stuff on Friday, which has now been renamed Haven Paranormal Presents, because I thought I'm just going to widen the scope a bit and see if I can, I don't know, just do maybe something different. Whatever that different is, I have no idea yet. Anyway, how are you? Have you had a nice weekend? If there's anybody new here, welcome. This is the Haven. If you are just in and having a bit of a window shop, it's still the Haven. If you've subscribed, you've become a Havener. And that makes you special, because we're all special here. And we are all loving and kind and respectful, and nobody's judged, and you can be swinging off the light fittings. It doesn't make a difference to me or any of us here. Honestly, it doesn't. But I do hope you have fun here. And when I keep to a schedule, schedule, what's a schedule? I try and entertain almost every day. Although I'm beginning to wonder if I should just film for 2 days straight a week and then throw it at all of you in the middle of the week, and then you've got about 5 videos to pick from, whichever ones you fancy. I don't know whether I'm running out of ideas, whether I'm running out of steam. I don't know. I haven't a clue. But there were a couple of things, 2 or 3 things that I did want to tell you. Those heavy-duty antibiotics that my dentist put me on, because of this growth that I have. He says it's definitely a growth on my jaw. It's sitting on my gum, but it's not really reducing in size. It's kind of changed, and I think he's taken it a little bit more seriously than he did originally, because there's been talk of me having to go up to the dental hospital to rule out something that he suspects that I may have. So it's very early days, and it's just to, like he says, rule things out, but it could be some kind of, I don't want to say the word, but it's some kind of growth anyway. That apparently that they treat with radiotherapy. So keep your fingers crossed for me, if you wouldn't mind. It's something that's been on my mind, and that's for sure. But these, there's my cat. Get off! Honestly, he can't leave anything alone. He's crawling over everything. I forgot what I was going to say there. No, I haven't. The antibiotics that he put me on made me feel as sick as a dog. He'd said if I drank any alcohol, then it would give me severe stomach cramps. Well, I haven't had a drop. I haven't had a single drop. And yet I still had the most awful it was worse than heartburn, but it was further down in my stomach. Terrible stomach cramps, stomach pains. But it's like the rough with the smooth. And he did say that, you know, with the 2 lots of antibiotics, they're 2 really, really strong antibiotics, particularly for oral conditions. So he did say they would be very rough going on the stomach, but he said it would be even worse if I drank alcohol. So I haven't had a single drop. I've been a very good girl, but it didn't seem to make any difference to how sort of it made me feel. So that was that. And to be quite honest with you, Friday, I didn't really feel up to just putting on a face that everything was fine, because it wasn't, because it was Lorraine's funeral. And that wasn't a day where, I mean, I couldn't physically be there, but I couldn't bring myself to be social, you know. I just wanted to be on my own and remember her. And then late Friday night, our daughter, they'd taken photographs at the funeral. Unbelievable. You're only allowed 18 people there. The flowers that were on top of our coffin were absolutely beautiful. There were lilies and roses and, you know, any and all, in all shades of purple. Absolutely beautiful. I couldn't send any flowers. They said family only. That was fair enough. I lit a candle for her here. Said a prayer for her. And it was a beautiful lavender candle that Angie had sent me as a gift to help me with my initial grief with Loraine. And of course, that's Angie, that's our Angie all over. That's the sort of thing she does. She's very, very kind and very thoughtful. So I lit that candle. And the scent of lavender was gorgeous, and of course, Loraine loved lavender because she associated it the most with her beloved Auntie Jean. So I say that was, I could do that for her. But it was, you know, she couldn't have been more than 5'2". You know, I would have made her look tiny. Compared to me, she was tiny. But anyway, she's gone but not forgotten. So that was Friday, and then, like I said, most of the weekend, I've just been taking these tablets and feeling just, like I said, as sick as a dog, stomach pains and what have you, but I finished taking them all last night. The stomach pains have worn off. The sore tummy is wearing off. So that's a good thing. But the growth hasn't shrunk. It's still there as bright as it ever was. So I don't know what to tell you. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with, results and stuff like that. But I will keep you posted, and I will actually take photographs. So, the other thing I wanted to talk to you about today, which is something I think is really, really important. Do you know, I've got a carrier bag at my feet where I've got some things that I need to go through. And my biggest boy, Pharaoh, the big hairy one, he's got a thing about plastic. And he likes licking the outside of plastic bags. So if you hear crackle, 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 that's him sitting on top and kneading away at the plastic bag, and he's licking the plastic. He doesn't go inside the bag's too full for him to go in. But he likes to lick the plastic. Do you know any other cat who licks plastic? I thought it was more like a dog thing. But then again, the baby Oscar, he licks mushrooms, so what can I tell you? Guys, I keep saying there's important things that I want to talk to you about. But, my mood has been on such a seesaw this last few weeks. And I've noticed that one of the biggest things about depression is the fact that it's the lethargy that goes with it, where you just can't seem to summon up the energy to do anything or to talk to anyone or, to have an original thought. And I think that's my problem right now. And I've been looking for true crime stories. And I got sucked into one that's not really been that well covered. And I don't know if it's one, I'm sure everyone in America will have heard of it. I don't know if many Brits would have heard of it or anywhere else around the world. They may have done. I only came across it myself the other day. It was a guy called Timothy Jones. And he killed his 5 children. And I got sucked into watching the trial. And there's, I think it's about 67 YouTube videos on it, and I haven't watched all 67. I watched about 10, I think. I listened to the one where he recounted what he did to the children and how he killed them and where he put them. And it was heartbreaking listening to the teachers talk about the kids. And that hasn't done a great deal for my mood, and yet I know it's a case of, well, if things bring you down, don't watch them, watch something funny. But when you have depression, it's almost as if sometimes misery's love and company. Misery loves company. And I've been trying to follow the course that Daphne sent me all the information on for Black Lives Matter, and there's been Loraine and what was just going to be getting a tooth out has turned into some kind of health scare. And I don't know, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm struggling. Yes, Mummy's talking still. I'm struggling. I'm not going to hide it from you. I know it's something that an awful lot of us suffer from. And, you know, I know about cognitive behaviour therapy, where you're supposed to think about other things or do other things that help you get out of a certain mood. And, I mean, I get all that. But my sleeping is all to hell. My hands get numb, my feet get numb, and it's all linked to my spine, all of it. I think this cat wants to be part of this video. I'm convinced. What? Do you want to be up? Do you want to be... No, he's gone round the back. I'm not going round the back. I'm not moving it. Do you want to be up? Come on, then. He's just pacing up and down, looking at me. I wouldn't mind, but if I pick him up, he'll shove himself in my face. And then, you know, do you want to get up on my knee? No, he just wants to walk up and down so my hand can rub his head. That's what he wants. Although I come on. There we are. There we go. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the cat. This is the one who licks plastic bags. And he's going to show you his tail, and he's now going to sit on my shoulder. So some other people have a parrot. You know, I've got a cat. There's only one that you haven't really seen, but sometimes you'll notice a black cat, like walking. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that I get myself in here. Hello. I keep looking at the screen. I shouldn't really. You'll normally see the other one. Pharaoh, come on. Oi. Normal transmission will be done as soon as possible. There we go. There we are now. Are we happy? Pharaoh. Pharaoh. There we are. There we are. Good boy. There we are. Good boy. There you are, ladies and gentlemen. You see, you get yourself a cat. There we are. Real life cat. What I was trying to talk to. He weighs about... He's got to weigh about 50 pounds. He is incredibly heavy. You know, he's solid. Absolutely solid. He's bigger than a Yorkshire Terrier. You know, he is. He would frighten a Yorkshire Terrier. He's that big. Aren't you? Bye-bye. Are you going now? Right. Sorry about that. Oh, he's dripped all over my top. Oh, God. He dribbles when he's happy. What can I tell you? I don't even think I know what I've achieved with this video today. I think I need to apologise for it more than anything else. I want to snap out of this funk, and I want to be bright and happy and cheerful and have a great big sign that says everything's fine, everything's great, you know, not a care in the world. I wish I could. I would love to be that way. I mean, I like to get made up and look my best. Today it was barely mascara and a lipstick. I think this week my get up and go has got up and went. And I've got an awful lot on my mind. And I'm not giving you the best service that you should be getting. You are definitely not getting the best of me, and for that I am truly sorry. I should be trying to lead by example. I should be giving you something to think about. But what can I give you to hang on to? Life's a bitch and then you die. You know, I think just to be able to wake up every morning. So I've got cat hairs. I think to wake up every morning is an absolute blessing. And even though my mobility is very limited, I have some. As in, although I can only feel half of each hand, I can still move some fingers. At a push, I can still write my name. Although I used to keep a journal, it's very, very difficult to keep a journal now. Because, Andrew will tell you, my handwriting is terrible. Didn't used to be, but now I get an awful lot of hand cramps. But I do count my blessings all the time. You know, I've got a really good family. I've got good friends. There are lots of good things in the world. I wish none of us were walking around in face masks. That's been getting me down, you know. And I know it doesn't affect me in the home, but everywhere I look, people are wearing face masks. And it's like something out of this awful dystopian future. And it seems sometimes that the world's gone to hell in a handbasket. And I just don't know what's happening. And I remember saying to you weeks and weeks ago, oh, it'll end in a couple of weeks, I can feel it. Well, I was wrong, wasn't I? I don't know whether this COVID is just slowly, chipping away and adding to my depression. I'm already housebound as it is, but I could tolerate being housebound if I could get out and drive in the car and go to places that I love, where my family will wheel me around in the chair and I could get some pleasure. But a lot of the places that I want to go, they're closed. So there's not a huge quality of life there. If you're talking about personal freedom. No, I think what it is I'm in a funk and I need to get out of it, and I will find a way out of it. And one thing I will do is that if I do have a health issue, then I will come and tell you all. And if it's anything particularly serious, then we'll go through it all together. And then, because I was thinking about it and I thought, right, if it is what's suspected, then I'll take photographs and I'll put them up in our Facebook group for people to see, and I'll talk to you about what I've had to go through and X, Y, and Z. I mean, I do know for any surgery that I would need, I'd have to have it under a local. I've got excuse me, I do apologise for the motorcyclist who's now moved in permanently. Not in my house, thank God. I've got what's called comorbidities, so I can't have a general anaesthetic. So, oh dear. Anyway, I think I've talked long enough for now, don't you? And I'm sorry I was in such a funk today, but I can't be all singing, all dancing all the time. It just doesn't work like that. And I wish it did. And I think that most of us at one time or another can identify with, sometimes you just want to sit and put your head in your hands and just not communicate. You want to stare at a wall, you just want to wrap yourself up, put your head under the blankets and just pretend the outside world doesn't exist. Because sometimes it's easier for us to cope that way, don't you think? Anyway, tomorrow is time for tarot. That's sorted. And of course, it's folk tales on Wednesday. If anybody has any suggestions for that, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to choose something that I think everybody will like. Like I said, I've had several suggestions for true crime, but unless I can do two lots of true crime together, talk about two stories instead of one, so that everybody gets a fair crack at the whip, I'll do what I can. And then come up with something for Friday. So, my friends, please take care of yourselves. And wherever you are in the world, and I hope you're having a good day. And as my friend Angie says, if you're not having a good day today, then I hope tomorrow is a better one for you. Because she came up with that saying, and I think it's a really good one. So I'm nicking it today. So there you go, Angie. Nod to you, my friend. And for the rest of you, I send you all of that, and I do love you, and I do care about you, and I do think about you, and I hope you are all okay, and I will see you all again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now, guys. Bye-bye.